Okay, right, for start off with, I ain't calling these reviews anymore. These are my opinions. This is my opinion on Bohemian Rhapsody. Hello, I'm Metro Richie, sending all my love to long ago. So I've just come back from watching Bohemian Rhapsody at the cinemas, and what the hell are the critics talking about? See, I don't know. This is one of the reasons why I'm going to stop calling these reviews, because I don't listen to critics. When it comes to films, I've stopped listening to critics, and so it makes it hilarious when I say I'm not listening to critics, but here's my review. So I'm going to just start calling these my thoughts. So this is my thoughts on Bohemian Rhapsody. It is fantastic. It is absolutely brilliant. I have a funny feeling I understand why some of the critics have given it a bad name, or a bad rep, should I say. I think they wanted the story to go a certain way, probably the same way that Sacha Baron Cohen did, and obviously the band didn't, and I kind of agree with the way that the film has gone. Freddie Mercury didn't want his private life public, and so the film has told as much as it needed to, and I think it tells as much as it does need to, revolving Freddie Mercury's private life. And in fact, it shows a lot more than I actually thought we were going to get. So I can't really say much more about that one. But everything is fantastic. The setting, the staging, the songs they choose are brilliant. Rami Malek, as everyone has clearly stated, is absolutely fantastic as Freddie Mercury. He gets the singer's mannerisms down, he gets his voice down, just the voice when he's speaking. I'm not talking when he's singing. When he's speaking, he sounds like Freddie Mercury. It is unbelievable. But as much as Rami Malek is getting a lot of appreciation for his Freddie Mercury, and it is well deserved, I've got to give a shout out to the guys who's playing the rest of the band. I mean, you've got, and I'm gonna pronounce this wrong, I swear to God, but you've got Willem Lee playing Brian May, Ben Hardy playing Roger Taylor, and even Joseph Mazzello playing John Deacon. And they need as much props as they can, because they hit it out the park as well as Rami Malek, and I don't think they're getting as much shout out on a lot of other reviews, but they bring it home. Okay, they're not shown as much because the film is really focused on Freddie Mercury, which, let's be honest, it was always going to be focused on Freddie Mercury, but it does give the chance for the band to shine. It is, to me, I thought it was a bit of a love letter to Freddie Mercury, and I really enjoyed it. Lucy Boynton, who plays Mary Austin, is also fabulous in this film. And yeah, I mean, it's absolutely there is no shocks. You kind of know where the film is going to go, and it does go there. They have changed a few things around for poetic license, but what film doesn't? They've obviously got a time space, and they've got to tell this story. And alright, there's a few things I know, like a few people have pointed out that when they recreate the song "We Will Rock You" in the film, Freddie has his famous moustache, which he didn't at the time, and so that could be down to a mistake or somebody not realising that. Also, and I'm going to say spoiler alert, but I think, let's be honest, we all know the story. Freddie Mercury finds out he's got AIDS before Live Aid, where I believe it happened after Live Aid, so they kind of moved that forward a little bit. But I mean, the very little nitpicks in what is a certain, I think, is fantastic film. It's not a classic by any means, but I don't think they could have done any better, and I don't think they could have done any worse. I think it's perfect for what the film is. Like I said, the The sets are fantastic. Obviously there's been a lot of trouble behind the scenes with Bryan Singer and all that, which I won't go into because I'll be honest, I don't really know half the details, though I do believe if you watch the film you'll notice that Freddie Mercury was always late. Bryan Singer seemed to have that same problem, so that was a little bit of art imitating life, or life imitating art, whichever way you want to look at it. As well to Dexter Fletcher, because his name's nowhere on this film. And speaking of the Bryan Singer problem, Dexter Fletcher took over. If you don't know him, he's the one who's going to be directing Rocket Man, which is the biopic kind of film based on Elton John. So he took over after Bryan Singer left, but the film just says directed by Bryan Singer. His name's not on it. So he does deserve a shout out. The film is fun. That's all I can say about the film. It is fun. I sang along to it. I laughed to it. I really enjoyed it. I had a good time when I went watching it. And when it was over, I really wish it wasn't, because I could have watched it for more and more, especially the Live Aid at the end. I was just tapping my foot, singing along to all the songs, trying not too loudly in the cinema. But it was... I just put the film down to being a rollicking, rock and rolling good time. And I don't use those words very wisely. But yeah, go and see it. It's absolutely fantastic. It's one of the best music biopics I've ever seen, and that's saying something. That's all I can say. Definitely go and watch it. Yeah, I'm going to swear. Ignore the critics. Make up your own mind, like I did, and I'll see you very soon. I've been Retro Richie. Today's to come. Don't stop me now.